All right, good morning, guys. It is 4:20. I'm gonna get out of bed and, as usual, take you guys. All right, while my coffee's being made, I want to show you guys a bit around the new setup and things we got. So this is gonna be a massive stand that actually sits right here. Instead of using the whiteboard like I done in the past, it has an overhead mount onto the desk here. I'm still gonna be recording with this phone, but maybe you saw it and maybe you didn't. But look at this. Camera one, camera two. And it's so good. Like the two of them sit here together, one with the teleprompter. I can honestly like take the teleprompter off for you guys just so you can see. Boom. Okay. So the double cam. This is just the teleprompter lens mount, but it looks super, super sweet, and it's gonna shoot some crazy cool footage for the videos. And I already have two SD cards. I have two dummy batteries. Everything's literally set in motion. It's gonna be awesome. So that's the new setup innovation there. And the only last thing is this hoodie, which might not seem like a very big thing to you, but what's very cool about it is I can take it on and off while wearing headphones and not have a single issue at all, which is something I realized makes a sweater so much better than a hoodie. And you should definitely buy a sweater if you currently wear hoodies, so you can do that if you spend a lot of time on the computer. All right, so I just got to my desk, and one thing I want to talk about that I'm learning is you don't make YouTube videos on YouTube. And I know that sounds really obvious. Of course, you drag in an MP4 file, but what I mean by that is you learn nothing about how to make, you don't actually have your videos made by spending time on YouTube. And it's something that I kind of have an issue with, where I'll spend too much time on YouTube and I don't make my videos on YouTube. When I'm on YouTube, it doesn't result to the videos that I made. That was in Premiere, that was on Notion, that was the research. So, which actually, that is on YouTube. But what I really learned, and I want to just keep doubling down on for myself, is, yeah, that is really going to be the goal, is just spend less time on YouTube today and just make sure all of it is in the actual work section. So yeah, gonna be doing that. Gonna get started for the day, and I will keep you guys updated. All right, boys, I'm getting a hang of this. Clips are syncing. We got a multicam sequence going. Cut-ups are looking good. Excuse me. The big beast to tackle that I'm gonna have to learn, and is gonna be awkward, is mixing the audio, doing the transitions and animations with like the easy ease. I understand the theory behind how it works, I just haven't put into practice yet. And then After Effects. But I'm feeling really confident with the basics of stuff now. So guys, this is all it takes. 3 days, and I guarantee by tomorrow, and even like the end of today, I will be a completely different editor. So this is you guys watching me build a skill live that will pay me dividends for a very long time. And I know I have an advantage in this, that like I've probably uploaded 500, 600 YouTube videos plus between myself and my clients that I've worked with, and I've edited a lot of those on CapCut, or I've facilitated editors, and I've watched YouTube every day since I was 11 years old. So I do have a bit of an advantage when it comes to the creative end of knowing what to do, but I'm learning how to do it completely from scratch. And if you're somebody who probably has that same vision, right? Like there's a big chance if you watch this, you probably watch a lot of YouTube. There's nothing that is too intimidating for you to go out and learn. Right? All you have to do, again, like I spoke about yesterday, is just be willing to look like an idiot. And it just keeps getting doubled down that, like, I'm gonna spend this week looking like an idiot, and I will never have to rely on an editor again, and I'll always be able to enact my full creative vision on my videos, which is like the best trade-off ever. So yeah, just a note there. All right, guys, it is time to practice what I preach and look like a complete idiot again. And what that means is these clips on Premiere are taking forever to sync, as you can see here. So I've got it put to the side, and I'm going to learn After Effects while I wait for the media to sync. So I've got a whole bunch of tutorials, and I'm going to sit here and watch these while just playing around and getting it to work. All right, guys, still having some audio process, so we're gonna take a little walk outside, talk about life as we usually do. Um, I just had a thought in the bathroom that I think is some crap. It smells weird outside. Okay, anyways, um, I had a thought in the bathroom that I think is very relevant for people that want to play the business game for a long time, because something I've learned is that the internet is almost like it's like a wild west of sorts. And what that causes is, well, there's an aspect of easy come that you see a lot where people will blow up and take over and all these things. There's also the aspect of easy go, right? Where you see a lot of people fall off and don't stick around the exact same way that you see people come up. And I have had a fear of being one of the easy goes. Uh, and I think I've finally wrapped my head around what actually leads to the easy come and the easy go aspect. And to summarize what it would be is just skills. A lot of the people that you see easy come and easy go don't have layers upon layers upon layers of undeniable skills that they've had to develop over a multitude of years, that therefore, I found my second crock, by the way, if you're wondering what I was looking for. Boom. Okay. Layers upon layers of undeniable skills that lead to them being so good at what they do that you just can't take it away from them. There will never be the fall off or any of these things, because they're just so darn good at what they do. And I think it's best if you look at paralleled industries to illustrate the concept. So look at music. Artists that come and go in music are typically the ones that have a lack of skill in all departments, a lack of just like that widespread skill. You look at an artist, I'm trying to think of somebody who like came and went. There's so many. You can look like a Little Pump. He's a great example. Or a 6ix9ine, or just like some recent examples in kind of pop culture. These guys came and went because they didn't have that crazy skill, right? You look at the behind the scenes of a lot of these people's operations, and they have one producer that's carrying them or helping them, or they have somebody pushing them. They always have this very weak infrastructure by which they grow on. And because of that, it makes them very susceptible the higher they get to just being like, boop, any bit of pressure that actually cracks them hits them over and they fall. Versus you look at guys who really have the skill in all facets. People like Drake, people like ASAP Rocky, people like Kanye. these guys can do the entire musical production industry process by themselves, and because of that, they stick around for a long time. Casey Neistat, same way on YouTube. If we take a look over there, he knows every part of a video inside and out, anatomy wise, himself. Stick around forever. Mr. Beast, exact same thing. So while these guys build teams, like Mr. Beast has a team now, I actually listened to a talk about Casey, which you maybe saw on my second monitor, and he was talking about this concept of, hey, he literally had a 38 employee company, and he prefers nothing other than to just have nobody that he has on his team and just make things himself. And hearing him say that really illustrates how I feel. I have a one-person team. I have an editor that I work with, but even then I'm learning fully how to edit because I want him to kind of learn under me so that we can work on videos together. But I want to still be hands-on everything that comes out from me. And same thing with the thumbnails. I had to learn thumbnails. I've learned scripting. I'm learning even like After Effects, as you guys saw now. I've learned production and how to set up multicams, all the lighting, all this stuff, learn how to do all the gear, the audio producing. I already covered script writing, ideation and YouTube strategy, title pack, like everything. I've literally learned everything that you need to come and actually build a YouTube channel. But then I also have all the skill from monetizing that, building a business off that, client communications, So my point is management. Like, you want to build, and by no means am I saying like I'm the best at any of these things, but there's just so many foundational skills that I've been developing that I can run my operation completely solo and have no major faulty areas where stuff just sucks. And the fact that I've had to kind of go around the hill this slow way has led to me being so much better at what I do, and as a result of that, having so much more stability, right? Because I've blown up my income in my second year of entrepreneurship, seeing numbers like $100,000 a month, and then by my literally by my second year, we got to 250. Crap, that's in my second year. That's crazy. Seeing numbers like that, I saw the frigid foundation, because we had a frigid foundation, right? You have to have one to grow that fast. There's no such thing as a super strong foundation when you grow that fast. So now flipping that script and having the super strong foundation and having to wait longer to see the initial things, but having them really pay off and start to see them pay off is such a rewarding feeling. And I much rather grow this way because it feels peaceful on days like this, where this is my dream day. Same day as every day. I didn't really want to get out of bed this morning. I got out of bed 20 minutes later, but you guys saw, I wake up, I grab my coffee, yada yada, and I sit at my desk by myself and work on the things that I love doing, which is learning about people and their stories and turning that into something great that hopefully people can learn, get value, and feel inspired from, because that's what inspires me and that's what I like to do. So just doing that is fun, and I want to keep doing that and keep crafting these inspiring stories. And this vlog that I do is part of it, because that's the inspiring story of me as I go throughout this entire process. And sometimes I think about like, hey, I'm gonna be able to look back on this stuff and it's gonna be such a weird and unique thing, but I'm so happy that I'm doing it. And yeah, my render should be about complete by now. I'm gonna go in and check on it. We'll see if it's done. If not, I will come back out and keep talking. So Boom, boom, boom. All right, sweet. The render's done. Nice. So maybe I just do this. Between each clip I line up, just come outside, talk to you guys. No, that'd be a very long video. And apologies about the fan in here. I was burning up, if not, so maybe these talking clips are a little bit bad. It's telling me that it couldn't synchronize audio, so it's not done. There was a failure. Oh, crap. But again, even doing and dealing with BS like this and all the pain that it takes to learn a new software, I'm still having fun, and this is still the golden dream. So, gonna pop these on, put the little earplugs in under, and get back to work. Shout out to this legend because he just saved me a lot of time with explaining how the auto cut feature works. So now I just have to listen through because it's all auto cut and put the clips together, get the right ones done, and then I can just go back and repeat the process pretty simply, like extend where it needs to be and all this stuff. But holy crap, this just saved me like a lot of hours. So yeah, that's sweet. Gonna get back to it. Guys, something just happened. I am only through, I'm not even done the first clip of my video yet. And my guess is that this is gonna be a lot longer than an hour. So I guess we're gonna be editing the whole thing. There's not really any parts that should be removed. It's a full series on him and his life. So I guess it's gonna be more of a, of a documentary. Fuck, what a first project to start editing with. Okay, so we're all aware that I'm a pretty boring person and I just stick to my kind of routine. Now, I don't think I have hung out with any of my friends in person who live in Orlando, or even like done something with my mom in probably since 2 months ago when I got here. And when I was in Toronto, I was doing the exact same thing. So all to say is that my mom just asked if I want to go get coffee this morning, and I'm out of coffee. She was kind of like guess telling, like, hey, you should do this. So I'm going to, or not guess tell, ask tell. So I'm going to take the 10-15 minute, probably 20 minute, if I'm being honest, break that it will be, grab some coffee, and then sit back down here. The time right now is 9:40, so I'll tell you guys when I get back. I'm not leaving like right now, but yeah, we'll see how accurate it is. All right, guys, just on a little meeting here with the friends client team, just sitting in and getting some client videos live, but the edit is coming along super good. So yeah, just gonna have a time lapse. Yo, Woo! Okay, it's currently been 4 hours officially since I woke up. No, 4 hours? It's been 12 hours. As you can see here, 10 hours and 23 minutes of work time. So we're moving along. I did a little thing literally 10 seconds ago. I set up a little laptop there. So now we got the triple Monty. This is literally just my laptop. But I realized when I'm using After Effects and Premiere, like, take a gander at this timeline, gentlemen. This is it's so far out that it looks like individual blocks, but if I zoom in on it for you guys, you can see it's just like, yo. So thank you for Premiere Auto Cut for saving me all this time, so I just have to listen to it and put it together. But I'm gonna keep cutting this video up. I told myself no excuses, even if I'm on my 11th hour work, just finish the client work. I'm going to finish the cut ups today. So I'm gonna keep getting to that, making sure all the clips are in there, cutting the clips up and whatnot. And then after that, gonna go for the run. Then I'm gonna edit this video. So lots of editing, but I love to do it, getting better every single day. And I'm just glad that I'm documenting the entire process, because when I look back on these days, be like, damn, this guy used to suck at editing and I'm him at editing now. So it's a good thing. I also reached out to this guy who's a really good editor for mentorship. So I think he'll get back to me. I don't know if I want to pay him, but I'd be interested in what his offer is, because I'd be happy to pay him if it implies that I'll be able to learn faster. So yeah, gonna be doing that. In the meantime, I'm gonna get back to cutting this Scheisenhauer up, and I will chat with you guys as I'm kind of trying to reset my day and go for the run ski. All right, guys, it is 5:09. So give you guys an update on the work hours. 12 hours, baby, we hit that work threshold. So I literally haven't taken a break, haven't got up or anything kind of crazy. You get so cracked out editing. But what I'm gonna be doing now is, I'm still not done cutting up the video. I'm nearly there. I have probably 30 minutes to an hour left of getting that done, but the clips are syncing, which usually takes 5 to 10 minutes to do. I guess the 8-minute one I did earlier failed. But my point is, big lesson that I learned the importance of was file organization. I will definitely be organizing my files when I shoot 4cam footage in advance before I put them in the timeline. Not that it really slowed me. I guess it slowed me down quite a bit, but it's not like it was a big, crazy thing. It's just being a professional about it, and that organization saves you time when you reference back to things, which I'm always the kind of person who's just like, I'll be messy, figure it out. It's kind of like that meme of Homer Simpson where he's got like the flabs behind his back. I don't know if you guys know what I'm talking about, but that is something that, as you do video editing and you do more complex projects, you want to get in the habit of organization. Now, I think people go too far with it. Sometimes you get too meticulous to where it's just unsustainable. I make sure I don't do that, because I'm very prone to do stuff like that. But I do put things in buckets so I have better ideas of where they are, and I'll just make sure to properly name all the footage so I can just line it up easier. But yeah, now what I want to do is I want to go for a quick run, and I want to get back in time to where I can edit this video and get this vlog out for you guys, but also get the video finished cutting up. That way I can go to bed saying I've done cutting the video up, and get into really putting in some pain with animations tomorrow and starting. I think what I heard somebody do, and I want to get more confirmation on this, but I heard people say, like, hey, don't just do the animations one by one. What you do is you lay out all the B-roll footage, and then you put all the animations over it at the same time. So I'm gonna do some thinking, maybe text a few friends about that, but that is kind of my status quo update. Now I'm going to get ready for a run, and if I don't update you guys on my run, I will update you guys after my run. I'll try and update you guys on my run. It's nice to be in the sun. I'm going to enjoy this. Again, 12 hours on editing. So if I do this for every single 30 days, just 12 hours on the software, whether it's editing client videos, editing my videos, whatever it might be. By the end of this month, like I said, I will be a master at Premiere Pro, which was the goal. I saw some kid today who I actually reached out to for, I shouldn't say kid, he's a year older than me. I saw some guy my age who was a really good editor, and he told his video that he learned After Effects in 2 weeks because he was just sitting at his desk 12 hours a day. So I'm sitting at my desk 12 hours a day. I've edited before, I've done all these things before, so I have no doubt I'll be able to cut that learning curve, do kind of the same thing. And I had a few friends tell me like, hey, are you sure what you're doing is a waste of or are you sure what you're doing is not a waste of time, any of this stuff? I will tell you guys firsthand that the first video I edit, it might not be that good. It's probably mid. The second video I edit will be good. By the third video of these 3-hour projects, and I'll probably be done a month's worth of editing by then, I'll be on my second month of editing by that third video, sitting here 12 hours a day, obsessing over the style. My channel will be on a way bigger exponential growth curve because now I'm producing at the quality of the top people in the world. And yeah, people will see. These first, like the video on Rob the Bank, I don't know if it's gonna do that well. He had a little bit of a controversy, so maybe that can recover the video and get it views. If that video hits 50K, I am a happy man. The next video I'm probably gonna do on Alex G. That one I'd wanna hit 100K. I think that can definitely hit 100K, and it'll be my second time going fully through and editing. Depending on how things go, I might even only post one video this month and literally just spend 23 days, 12 hours a day on this project. We'll see how I'm progressing, but me mastering editing is going to literally be the biggest ROI for these videos in my brand. And like I talked about with Casey Neistat and his solo operation earlier, it's the way that I want to run things. And I know that it will have massive benefit and massive longevity given the whole foundation talk I went through earlier. So I'm very happy with how this is coming along. And typically when I trust my gut, even if it means going against the grain, it works out well. So crap, I really need a haircut. One thing that I can't stand is when I have these little fuzzies coming out of my thing. It makes me feel like an idiot. The whole reason I wear a hat, so you don't have to see, it's actually pretty good. The reason I wear my hat is so you don't have to see my hair and my lack of care for it. Which, by the way, when I do actually kind of put it nice together, I feel like we'll have a really good benefit on click-through rate, because that's how I think about this stuff. So click-through rate and brand. So I'm gonna go for my run now, and yeah, that's it. All right, another chill run. Just gonna do 4.5K, feeling really good today. Great weather, overall great day.